George McGuckin, a relatively unknown figure in today's society, deserves recognition for his significant contributions to U.S. history. Unfortunately, his remarkable discovery has been overshadowed and ignored. McGuckin, an African-American cowboy who roamed the northern parts of New Mexico in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, possessed intellectual curiosity and self-taught himself to read. Alongside his ranching skills, he developed a keen interest in the natural world and amassed a collection of artifacts during his various jobs. McGuckin's buffalo hunting expeditions across the Great Plains led him to the region of Folsom, New Mexico. As the head of Crowfoot Ranch in 1908, he witnessed a devastating flood that piqued his curiosity. While assessing the damage, he stumbled upon a fascinating discovery that would reshape our understanding of the North American continent. Sadly, McGuckin's groundbreaking finding went unrecognized during his lifetime. Despite his attempts to share his discovery over the next 14 years, he received no acknowledgement. Only 5 decades after his passing did the archaeological community finally take notice, leaving him bereft of the credit he deserved. Born in Texas in 1851, McGuckin spent his early years in servitude. After the Civil War, he sought a life of freedom in New Mexico. Given his affinity for horses and ranching skills, acquired from his blacksmith father, McGuckin swiftly established himself as a talented cowboy in the area. Known for his expertise in horse breaking, he gained recognition as one of the finest in the region. However, McGuckin's aspirations went beyond his ranching skills. He nurtured a profound interest in science and eagerly learned to read with the help of his cowboy colleagues. Additionally, he possessed some knowledge of Spanish and could play the fiddle. Due to his reputation as a skilled cowboy, McGuckin gradually assumed more responsibilities and eventually became the manager of Crowfoot Ranch near Folsom. It was on this ranch that he would make his groundbreaking discovery in 1908. Following a catastrophic flood that claimed numerous lives, McGuckin ventured out to assess the damage with his companion, Bill Gordon. During their inspection, Gordon noticed a newly formed waterway on the land. As McGuckin examined the stream, he came across a pile of unusually large bones, resembling buffalo, but far bigger than any he had encountered before. Recognizing their significance, McGuckin gathered some bones and took them back home. Despite McGuckin's intuition and persistence, his remarkable find was dismissed by others, and he failed to garner interest from experts for the next 14 years of his life. Tragically, he passed away in 1922 without ever witnessing the true impact of his discovery. It was only after his death that Carl Schwarzheim, one of the experts McGuckin had contacted, visited the site and confirmed its importance. Subsequently, in 1926, G.D. Figgins and Harold Cook conducted a thorough archaeological investigation, unearthing not only a significant number of extinct bison remains but also revealing the site's broader historical significance. McGuckin's site became a focal point for archaeological excavations, shedding light on ancient life in North America. His discovery marked a turning point in our understanding of the continent's history, challenging previously held beliefs. Despite the delayed recognition, we are now beginning to appreciate George McGuckin's exceptional life and the invaluable contributions he made. Born into servitude, he overcame adversity, honed his skills as a cowboy, and pursued knowledge in science and literacy. His legacy serves as a testament to the resilience and intellectual curiosity of individuals who have been overlooked or forgotten in history. George McGuckin, a name that has long been forgotten by many, deserves recognition for his remarkable contributions to American history. Sadly, his story has been erased, but it is time to shed light on his incredible discovery and the unjust treatment he endured. McGuckin, an African-American cowboy, traversed the northern parts of New Mexico in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Despite facing numerous challenges, he taught himself to read and acquired various ranching skills. His curiosity about the natural world led him to collect artifacts during his work, which included buffalo hunting on the Great Plains and toiling on farms. In 1908, while overseeing activities at the Crowfoot Ranch in Folsom, New Mexico, a devastating flood struck the area. McGuckin, as the head of the ranch, ventured out to assess the damage. During his inspection, he stumbled upon something intriguing: a pile of enormous bones that seemed larger than any buffalo he had encountered before. Recognizing the significance, he collected some of the bones and attempted to share his discovery with others. Unfortunately, throughout the remaining years of his life, McGuckin's attempts to gain recognition for his find were met with disregard. It wasn't until after his death in 1922 that the archaeological world finally took notice, though he was no longer alive to receive the credit he deserved. Nevertheless, his discovery proved pivotal in reshaping our understanding of the history of the Americas. Born in Texas in 1851, McGuckin spent his early years in servitude. However, after the Civil War, he sought a life of freedom in New Mexico. With a natural affinity for horses and skills acquired from his blacksmith father, he excelled as a cowboy. Local communities regarded him as one of the most talented horse breakers in the region. McGuckin's thirst for knowledge led him to learn how to read, and he even spoke some Spanish and played the fiddle. As his reputation as a skilled cowboy grew, McGuckin took on greater responsibilities, eventually becoming the manager of the Crowfoot Ranch in Folsom. Little did he know that this role would lead him to a discovery that would rewrite history. In 1908, following a catastrophic flood, McGuckin's keen observation led him to unearth a site containing giant bison bones, an extinct species. Although he wasn't aware of the spearheads discovered later, his findings challenged the prevailing belief that humans had only inhabited the Americas for around 3,000 years. Native American communities, whose history extended far beyond that time frame, saw their claims vindicated by McGuckin's discovery. Regrettably, McGuckin's pivotal role in uncovering this ancient history was largely overlooked for many years. His name was omitted from academic articles and writings about the site, largely due to the political affiliations of some archaeologists involved. It wasn't until much later, after extensive research and conflicting accounts, that the truth of McGuckin's contribution began to surface. Despite the confusion surrounding his role, it is clear that he was the one who discovered the Folsom site and its significant contents. Finally, in 2019, almost a century after his passing, McGuckin was posthumously recognized for his achievements and inducted into the Hall of Great Westerners. This belated acknowledgement highlights the historical injustices faced by minorities and the need to rectify these oversights. McGuckin's story serves as a reminder of the discrimination that often permeates historical narratives. In conclusion, George McGuckin's inquisitive mind, intrepid spirit, and perseverance led to a groundbreaking discovery that transformed archaeology. His story must be told accurately to correct historical wrongs and honor the extraordinary man who reshaped our understanding of ancient American history. Subscribe to the channel for more updates.